Hey there, BookTube. Noah. Everyone who reads It Must Converse is a channel. Thanks for coming back by again. Hope everybody had an awesome Christmas, holiday. And we're set for the new year. So coming up on the new year, I have some big plans for the channel. And by big plans, I mean big books. So one of my lives, I went through a lot of big books that I wanted to get to. And I have since changed that up a little bit. So here is 10 big books that I will get to in 2021. And we're going to focus on here big books throughout the year. And I'll read little stuff here and there in between. But here's my main plans. The other books that I work in and just read at my leisure are not going to be, I'm not going to put a TBR up for them or anything like that. I'm just going to move through them at my leisure, right? These are going to require a lot of focus and it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to all of these books. So let's get to it. First off, the first big book that I'm going to get to in February, I'll probably start it a little bit before February because in January I'm reading 100 Years of Solitude with a group, and that is the first big book is Against the Day by Thomas Pynchon. I'm showing the hardcover here because it's the most massive, right? But you can see over here I have the trade paperback. That's the one that I'm actually going to be reading. But Against the Day by Thomas Pynchon is my first big book that I'm gonna go after. It's gonna be awesome. I love Thomas Pynchon. I know what I'm getting into with Thomas Pynchon, and Against the Day is an undeniable masterpiece. I hear amazing things about it. As I'm doing January, January, and then it might be pushed a little bit later. I'm gonna do Godel, Escher, Bach by Douglas R. Hofstadter. This comes very highly regarded as well. It is a beast, not just in page count, but it is a beast in its subject matter. It is a mind-blowing kind of scientific work, but speculative science in a way that there is over 700 pages. It is mathematics. It is music by the way of Bach, the composer Bach. It is art by ways of M.C. Escher, the infinite and recursion and loops, infinite loops kind of thing, and Godel. So mathematician, right? A math aspect to it. So there is a lot to wrap your brain around in this. So I'm going to pretty much take my time with that one. And since it's not necessarily a straightforward narrative, I'll probably do it, over the course a little bit. After Against the Day, I want to go it'll be March by the time I get to here, and I'm doing a buddy read of this with Mark Nash at Mark Nash. That's the name of his channel. This is William Gaddis's The Recognitions. I got this copy here for Christmas. Thank you, Mom. What an amazing work it is. And JR was probably my most enjoyable read of last year, of 2020. And I can't wait to see what William Gaddis did with his first book. JR is his second book. So this is going to be a cool buddy read, and we might get some others in on that as well. The recognitions there. After that, after doing Against the Day and the recognitions, I thought maybe I would put one on the TBR that is a little bit of an easier read, something that's not some big postmodern epic, but still a big book, really big. This is Stephen King's 11/22/63. This is not a horror novel. This is a time travel story. That's pretty much all I know about it, is that it's a time travel story. This book clocks in at 849 pages. 849 pages. So I will put in the description box the page count of all of them together, just to have it right there, and you can check how many pages are on these books. So that one will be a kind of in-betweener of these big postmodern works that are dense. Stephen King is a fairly easy read for me, and so I'm hoping to just kind of enjoy that one and get to it. Now, after that, after 11/22/63, I'm doing a buddy read with an Instagram friend, Don Delillo's Underworld. This is Don Delillo's epic, the big boy, where he pretty much puts out exactly what he wants. You can see I got a tear on the spine there, but I got this at a thrift store for like $1.50, so I don't really mind it. You know what I mean? Who cares? It's totally readable. It doesn't look like it's ever really been read. So that will be the next one after that. Now, the rest of them I don't have set up for any specific time that I'm gonna read them. So I will read them whenever and grab them as they work out. I'm sure once the time gets there, once I get to March, April, that then it will be laid out a little more clear what books I'm reading the next month, the month after, things like that. It's just how it works out. But Sequoia number 7 is another booktuber that that also has this book, and it is Alexander Theroux's Laura Warholic, or The Sexual Intellectual. This is very highly regarded, and Alexander Theroux is one of those that you just kind of have to read if you love postmodernism, and I do love postmodernism. So Sequoia number 7 and I are going to take on this beast. It is maybe late summer or early fall. This one is clocking in at about 877 pages. So very cool. Gonna lay that one down in front. I'm gonna do a focus on Chandler Brassard. This book is not as hefty as the other, but I'm gonna read 2 works by Chandler Brassard. One of them is called Wake Up, We're Almost There. And that is a book that is the quintessential 60s book, said by Stephen Moore, a very respected literature critic, that Wake Up, We're Almost There is the quintessential book of the 60s. And his book, As the Wolf Howls at My Door, is a quintessential 70s book. So I'm going to read Wake Up, We're Almost There and As the Wolf Howls at My Door back to back. This looks like a riot, a complete riot, so wild. And Wake Up, We're Almost There as well. But if you want to know more about As the Wolf Howls at My Door, there is a video where I read the entire back of this book, and I will link it and give a timestamp down in the description box. Can't wait to get to that one. I'll put that one right up on Laura Warholic there. We got 2 more to go. And this one here I'm we got 3 more to go. This one here I'm really excited about because I love William Blake. And William Blake's epic Jerusalem, the Emanation of the Giant Albion, is one of my favorite as far as experimental, spiritual, psycho-spiritual text ever written. And Alan Moore with Jerusalem does something like what Blake does. Take his whole inner life, take his whole outer life, and marry the two, inner and outer, and create his own mythology and his own just his own complete way of looking at the world. This is a beast. I mean, it's so heavy. Holding this up this is 1,256 pages. So this one is a definite big boy. We're gonna put that one down right here. I definitely don't want to hold it up any more than I have to. What a beast, huh? Oh God. Somewhere in there, I'm gonna work in a book that I don't have in my possession yet because it doesn't come out until March. This is Joseph McElroy's Women and Men. There is no cover design. I'll show you the paper here. This was also a gift for Christmas. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Danzig Books, I'll link them in the description box below, are reissuing Women and Men by Joseph McElroy. This year, they're doing a 2-volume hardcover edition. Because it is big. It's like 1,400 pages. They actually got me a signed copy. There's a limited number of signed editions that they're releasing. Joseph McElroy is a living author. It's just that his books are most of his books are out of print. So this small press in Michigan called Desant Books is reissuing his stuff, and I don't know if you can find any signed copies anymore. When I looked, there wasn't any, but my parents were able to get one. So Women and Men is gonna be on the 2021 TBR as well. And then last but not least, and not necessarily last either, I mean, like I said, all these final ones I'm talking about, I don't have it set up for when I'm gonna read them. I'm just gonna read them when I feel like. The final one that I'm going to talk about, though, is Umberto Eco's Focault's Pendulum. This is very, very highly regarded and right up my alley. Kabbalah, conspiracy, fake news. This is an epic work that I cannot wait to delve into. I saw a lot of talk and a lot of exposition on this from our boy Jason at Byways in Bookland, a now channel that is no longer active. But this will be happening in 2021, and I can't wait to get to it. Really can't wait to get to all these. So there we go. We got with the Women and Men up here. We got 10 books, 10 big beasts that are going to be talked about and focused on and videos on and all that on my channel in 2021. I hope you enjoy. Leave me a comment. Let me know which one you're excited about, or multiple ones about hearing about, and any questions, any ideas, any ways that you think I might be able to make this easier. I love reading big books, and I think that these are big books with big payoffs, and that's what it comes down to, right? If it's worth it, then it's worth it. I'm going to read the pages no matter what I'm reading. I'm going to read the pages, that number of pages. So might as well read something that is a big book that has a serious payoff to it. Thank you very much, BookTube. Catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.